Hello, everybody. My name is Jade, and this is Wilder Moments Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I decided to do a reading related to the lunar eclipse that's happening this week. I'm recording this today on August 25th, and so the energies that are present within August 27th, 28th, or maybe even a week prior to a week after is kind of what we're going to be reading about. The question asking Spirit today is, Spirit, toot, I just heard a beep. What is it that we can share with the collective for their reflection on the lunar eclipse and how it's impacting or showing up for them in their life? What is it that we can become aware of? I'm already being guided to say that the lunar eclipse this week, I'm thinking about astrology and reflection. We're looking at releasing outdated patterns, embracing emotional closure, and making space for the new. That's what I'm being guided to say. So, related to this lunar eclipse, Spirit, what do we have to share? This bottom one wants to come out. Actually, I'm being guided to draw from the bottom of the deck, so I'm just going to do that. So underlying the reading, we have the Chariot, which is kind of hilarious. Moving forward, moving forward, moving on, moving away from what no longer serves. And the thing about what no longer serves is that at one time it served us, and that should be honored. And it's okay that it's not serving us now. There was a reading I did about permanence, like letting go of the need for permanence. Life is just a bunch of letting go of the need for permanence. It is okay that if one way of living served you for many years, or maybe just months or weeks, it served you for that time, and it's okay, I'm being guided to say, that things change. What you need changes. And I'm being guided to say, what you need for yourself changes, what you need maybe in a marriage changes, what you need in a relationship changes. It is okay that things change. Underneath the Chariot, we have the Knight of Wands. I find it interesting. So there's these two folks here. I feel like she's a sorceress for some reason. I feel like this vibe of she's a sorceress. And the feeling I get, and maybe it's just because my husband plays a lot of Skyrim, is like looking out into the horizon and trying to see if there's a threat, or trying to see what lies ahead, or if the destination lies ahead. Protecting, guarding, protecting oneself, guarding oneself, but moving forward irregardless is what I'm getting. So that's underlying the reading. In your conscious mind, we have the Seven of Cups. I just got choice. The word choice just came up. You have a choice is what I'm getting. You have a choice where you want to focus your energy. What you want to manifest just came through, but what you want to cultivate in your life, who you want to spend your time with, what projects you want to grow. You have a choice. In your waking life, in your unconscious, you're sitting in a very comfortable position. In your unconscious, you're very ready, is what I'm getting, to let go of some of what is ready to be let go of, and to accept a new way forward, And this, this new beginning that you have, there's a lot of unknown, and you're sitting comfortably, even knowing that it's not guaranteed or certain what's going to lie ahead. That's the main message I'm getting. These roses on this card are standing out to me. these roses and these red fruits, like red, ripe fruit. You're sitting on, this is the message, is you're sitting on this abundance, this ripe fruit. And in your waking life, you get to decide what you want to do. The overall energy is the world, booty cheeks, which is also really on the nose with, it's funny when I flip cards. I used to, I've been doing cards, like tarot reading for a long time now, several years. And in the beginning, I feel that everything was so, I don't know, maybe this is something that needs to be said about this. The lunar eclipse is at 4 or 5 degrees in Pisces. Make sure you look at your natal chart. You can download one for free using an online free tool, or maybe even the Chani app, Chani, Chani. 4 or 5 degrees in Pisces is being called out with the world. Why is it being called out with the world? Oh, because I have this story. So my story is, when I first started reading tarot cards, everything felt very magical. I don't know if you felt that way. Maybe we can relate to some level, but everything felt very magical because the synchronicity was uncanny. I never planned for it. I would read these cards and I would see how much they mirrored my life. And it felt like magic. And the world and our overall energy, that is very synchronistic of what I'm talking about with the lunar eclipse. Closing cycles. The moon in and of itself revolves around cycles. And with it being a full moon, closing something. What is closing in your life? So we have this overall energy of something is coming to a close. And lately, I feel, I guess I have so much trust in the connection with spirit and the connection with synchronicity and working with, my highest good, and detaching myself from a desired outcome. I think that is probably the hardest thing. When you're starting to read tarot cards, the hardest thing to do is to let go of what you want, their desired outcomes. I'm saying all this for some reason. Maybe someone is learning how to read tarot cards. But as soon as you're able to just surrender, I believe that there's a plan better for me. If I'm not aware of it, I will become aware of it. Whatever it is that I desire, if it's, rejection is protection, whatever, if what I desire isn't in alignment with what's possible at the moment, it doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It's just meant to happen a different way. As soon as you're able to release control, magic just becomes your life. And in the past, I guess I would probably be floored that we got the world card and overall energy. But today I just feel like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And not to say that I don't believe in magic anymore. I believe in it all the time. But I guess it's just not so shocking anymore. Which is also maybe something I'm releasing. But in any event, we're making space for something new. And I'm so excited because today I have a new deck I'm going to pull from called The Hero's Journey, Dream Oracle by Kelly Sullivan Walden, artwork by Razuli. And I just wanted to see if Spirit would share with us, where are we at in our hero's journey? Everybody. So the hero's journey was coined by Joseph Campbell. If you've ever watched Star Wars, or if you've ever seen The Lord of the Rings, basically any big epic journey tale, there's ingredients, or like the Odyssey, the ingredients of that story make up something called the hero's journey. And so I like to believe that we are all on our own hero's journey. We are on our own hero's journey. So maybe with this lunar eclipse, Spirit, what is it that we can share with the collective? What are they releasing? What are they ready to bring? I'm going to draw one for what are we releasing? What are we ready to bring forth? What are we ready to bring forth? Oh, hold on. There's a lot going on here. Hero's journey is going to be what's coming. Archetype is going to be what we're releasing. Whew. Get yourself together, Jade. You're too excited to use your new cards. Thank you so much for being here. If you come back often, thank you for being here. Please like, share, subscribe if this is a vibe you like to be a part of. So Spirit, what is it that we can release? What are we releasing with this lunar eclipse? What are we releasing? Eros. Interesting. And then what are we making space for? Whoa, stand up and be recognized. That's cool. Okay, hold on. Let's just get this all together. So the advice, we did not flip over our tarot card for advice, but we got the Six of Cups with Eros on what we're releasing. And already I'm actually getting old baggage. I don't remember what this Eros means, but I'm about to find out. Because with the Six of Cups, it could be about old habits, old ways of doing things. I just got family patterns. How you showed up in family environments is another one that's coming through. Well, this is interesting. Eros, love as desire. Love. Maybe we're talking about love. It does say eroticism and sensuality. Though Eros can be depicted as unbridled sexuality and eroticism, a more contemplative understanding of this archetypal energy leads us to the root of desire itself. That's interesting. The root of desire itself. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? Eros reconnects us with the primal longing to merge with another human being, nature, music, art, plants, food, or anything that we perceive we are separate from. Interesting. One of the things that's coming through is maybe you are releasing some of the old ways you used to be, like explore your desire with nature, music, art, like the things that bring you joy. That's kind of what is coming through. Our heart embraces otherness, and in doing so, we further understand our own. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation into love's labyrinth. Coming back to yourself is another one. Like with the Six of Cups, coming back to your inner child. Releasing. You're releasing an old desire. That's what I'm getting. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation into love's labyrinth. You may find yourself swirling in a new territory of desire. Explore the labyrinth with a curious and honest heart. And remember, though the way is circuitous, you are always being led towards its center. When in light, passion, playfulness, sexual health, it says, when dark, madness, projection, and obsession. Ooh, maybe we're letting go of some old obsessions. That could be part of it. Whatever this is, with this lunar eclipse in Pisces being very much about introspection, the way that Pisces leads is very empathetic, very like high priestess energy. Something very personal. This is something, we're releasing something very personal is what I'm getting. It could be related to a relationship, family. It could be related to just your own way of embracing yourself. It could be about one of the things that came through is your sexuality. The old ways of viewing your sexuality and how you want to express yourself in that way. Or even how you want to engage in sexuality. That's coming through. So as we move forward, what we are embracing is on our hero's journey is stand up and be recognized. And I'm getting a lot of like this feeling that Spirit is celebrating with you that you have come across this milestone of life. Something like you've come across, for some of you, it could very well be related to something big, like coming out. I just got coming out. You're not hiding your colors anymore. Kind of, that's the feeling I'm getting, is like you are being recognized for the fact that you are letting go of what you should, all the shoulds, how you think you should handle something, and you are embracing what is. It says, behold, you are the inspiration you've been looking for. And there's another message here of the collective has been seeking inspiration, seeking love, seeking compassion, seeking, what is the word? Acceptance, but it's a little deeper than that. It's like the collective has been seeking the need for like being desired. Like that's kind of what I'm getting, like the feeling of wanting to be wanted is what I'm trying to get at here. And I believe from this card, Spirit is saying that things are changing because that was, maybe we were looking outside we were looking outside of ourselves before. And I consider myself a part of this collective. So I'm saying we were looking outside of ourselves before for this, whatever would make us feel desired and wanted. But now you have the keys and you have the choice, and you sit very stable and secure on top of your bounty, and you know that you fulfill this for yourself now. You've accessed it for yourself now. You're releasing some really deep patterns, in like deep emotional patterns with how you see yourself, is what I'm getting. So this card is a part of the final journey back of the hero's journey. So what I'm getting with that, if I were to like talk about that in a story, like The Hobbit, for example, they left, right? Bilbo and Gandalf, they left, and then they came back. Or like the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, Frodo, Samwise, Gandalf, they left, and then they came back. So you're coming back to yourself. It says, stand up and be recognized. Or no, oh my goodness, excuse me. Actually, so this card is actually a part of reward, right before coming back, right before homecoming. I pulled open to this one. This one wanted to make its way out. You hold the key to an awakened life. Set yourself free. That's there for someone. Because I spent time talking about that. Something about a key. That's going to trigger something for someone. So the reward. Stand up and be recognized. I learned this, at least by experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. That is Henry David Thoreau. I like reading these little things here. Message. In the dance of life, sometimes you move toward your purpose, sometimes you move away, and when the stars align, you receive your reward. Ooh, I just got a really big tingle You're getting something you've always wanted. That's what's coming through. For this August 27th through the 29th, like this time, there's going to be a lot of you that are going to be receiving something that you've really wanted for a while. And it's not out of grasping, it's just out of earning it. I don't usually like say stuff like that, but I definitely feel it in my heart. So I share it. In the dance of life, sometimes you move towards your purpose, sometimes you move away, and when the stars align, you receive your reward. Outward recognition of an inward quest can be a jubilant affair, and yet it can be its own challenge. If you've been focusing on the essence of the quest itself for its own sake, not for the applause, ask yourself what you shall do with your ego during this time of recognition. That's exactly what I've been saying. Especially with the message of magic and reading tarot cards. It's like, if you focus on what the cards are going to say, right? You're giving up and giving over your desire for an outcome. And you're saying to the universe or to your highest self, hey, this is my question. What do you got for me? I have no expectation. I have no attachment. What do you got for me? It's very genuine. It's from a place of humble asking. Things, you'll be surprised, start to happen. And so when you receive what you want, even when you haven't been grasping for it, because naturally it's bound to come to you. It's bound to come to you because it was always meant to be yours. What are you going to do with your ego once you have it? That's a very interesting question. If you have anything else to add to that, or if you have more to share, please put it in the comments. There is nothing wrong with your ego getting a pat on the back, because it has come through this journey too, as a passenger, not a driver. Recognition is code for resonance. Resonance. I just had like this profound thought, like, recognition is code for resonance. You know, when I was learning how to write a book, I was told that I was learning from a teacher who had said that some of the greatest books, the key ingredient is resonance. Resonance. And in order to get resonance, we have to keep closing loops. We have to keep closing cycles. Like if there's a question at the beginning, as long as it's addressed, that's when we get resonance. Recognition is code for resonance. What you're doing has resonance, whatever it is that you're being recognized for. It says that what you stand for rings a bell in people's hearts and inspires them. The best part of this privilege is in being an inspiration for others to either join your quest or to reach deep within themselves and find their own raison d'être. Oh God, what does that mean? Reason? That's French. All right, Frenchies. What does that mean? I'm going to look it up. Finding a reason for being. Raison d'être. I think it's like that. Raison d'être. I only took a little bit of French. A reason for being, or the fundamental purpose for someone or something to exist. The best part of this privilege is in being an inspiration for others to either join your quest or to reach deep within themselves and find their own reason for being, which is what the lunar eclipse is all about. Oh my God, it's like, that's crazy. It's not crazy. It's not. It's just magic, and magic is everywhere. As long as you're able to release your expectations, magic is everywhere, okay? There's a song, everything is magic, angels and airwaves. That might be there for you. That might be something for you during this lunar eclipse. I feel very inspired right now, which I believe is also the energy of this lunar eclipse. Like, I feel I'm just excited to share this with you. I'm excited to have people to share this with. That is a version of reward that I can think of. So I am very excited for everybody. I have a feeling that something really great is going to come within the next couple of days here for you all. Be it small, be it large, be it whatever it is. I just have a feeling that whatever it is that maybe in the past you held on to really tight, and then it's like you finally figured out how to let go and how to just lean into you. There's something that you're getting, and I mean, it could be, maybe it's a conversation with a family member you've always wanted to have, but it never really happened. That could be something like that. It could be actually receiving something. It could be receiving a gift. It could be receiving recognition, someone telling you you're doing a good job. I don't know. It could be so many different things. It could be, the reward could be so many different things. It could be you understanding that you have it inside of you. You have everything you need, and that no longer do you need to seek outside of yourself to feel desired. That could be the reward. I just got a big chill. I love you guys so much. Happy lunar eclipse. I hope you're able to go out and see the moon. Maybe charge up some stones, set an intention, clear out old energy. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Please like, share, subscribe if this resonates. Bye-bye.